Hey guys and gals, Miss Dawson here. Greetings. I am going to talk to you about the Mexican-American War. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of rewind a little bit. It's 1836. The Texas Revolution ends. Santa Anna is forced to sign the Treaty of Velasco that says the fighting is over and all Mexican troops must leave Texas. Okay. So starting then, that's when Texas started to have their own presidents. They started to have their own elections. They had their own currency or their own money. But after about 10 years, they were like, ugh, we don't have any soldiers to protect us. We're running out of money. We're in debt. This is not going as smoothly as we thought. So Sam Houston said, hey, we should join the United States. They could give us money. They could give us protection. We could give them land. So let's try and work something out. So James Polk becomes president of the United States. Anson Jones is the president of Texas. They work out an agreement that Texas is going to be annexed. So annex means like it's a transfer of who's in charge. So Texas joined the United States, got taken over by the United States. And it wasn't like a war that they got taken over. It was peaceful. They said, we want to be part of the United States. You can help us. An issue with that, though, is some people in the United States didn't want Texas. They said, you owe a lot of money. You're in a lot of debt. There's a lot of fighting over there. You want slaves. We don't want slaves. So that was kind of an issue. And then another issue was the Mexican government said, you know that Treaty of Velasco that Santa Anna signed? We're not going to recognize that as a real treaty. Texas should still technically be ours. So in 1846, some fighting happened. It's called the Battle. It was at Palo Alto. It was 5 days long. Mexican troops were in Texas, and U.S. troops got sent to Texas. So when both those troops got together, they fought. They fought for 5 days. And after that 5 days, the U.S. declared war on Mexico. They said, we are not going to stand for this fighting. You're attacking us. Let's go. So Mexico fought with the United States for months, into 1847. And eventually, after all this fighting, Mexico said, we don't want to get an agreement. But they were losing so badly in all the fighting. Their capital, which was, I think it was Mexico City, got taken over. It was pretty much they were out of things to do. So they said, okay, fine. We're not going to fight with you anymore, United States. Keep Texas. And Texas said, okay, good. United States says, okay, good. We want the border to be the Rio Grande River. Mexico originally wanted it to be the Nueces River, which gave Mexico more land and the United States less land. But since Mexico was losing so badly in all the battles, they said, okay, the Rio Grande is going to be the border of Texas. And not only that, we are also going to purchase some land from y'all for $15 million. So $15 million seems like a lot of money, but it was actually like the entire state of New Mexico, the entire state of Arizona, Nevada, California. It was this huge piece of land they bought from Mexico for just $15 million. So it wasn't all that much money. In February of 1848, they signed this official document. It was called the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, which is where it occurred. So that's why they called it that. So in the treaty, they said, okay, you're gonna get this land. Texas is gonna be part of the United States, and Mexico's kind of gonna finally give up. This was like their last fighting chance of like, we're gonna keep Texas, and the United States was like, hey, they're part of us now. No, you're not. So that was the Mexican-American War.